ISO is terrible, bro. Imagine the best change in the world. I'm gonna say it again. The best ISO change that they can make. Ready? This would make the character like strong. It would make ISO pretty strong and situationally like good. Let's say you're playing bind, right? And this is the change that I suggest that they should make. The ability, you get two of these bad boys right here. Make it like a little bit wider, and then have the ability to stop it. So let's say you wanted to be exec, right? You just like do your whole like be exec thing from right here. You can throw the wall, blocks off this side, and then now you're like running out. I mean, already like the thing travels weird, so it's not gonna like block it as you're scaling out. But if you're able to stop it and it like stayed for a bit, then you can kind of like wait. And then once this is up, then you're like, oh shit, now one of the angles is limited, which is what they tried to do, but it's just kind of like really bad. And then the other usage, if they have the stopping, is let's say you're stuck in a really bad corner like this, and you're like, okay, you know what? It's aim map time. You just throw this barrier, creates like a small barrier right here. Now you have a swivel angle. You can play back and forth, play it like an aim map. Because this character is supposed to be a duelist, like or like a dueler. He's supposed to be like aim map. That's kind of like the premise of the character. So why you should be able to create an aim map while you're playing, no? Outside of the ult. Like you should be able to be like, oh, I'm in a bad situation. I don't have a dash. I don't have a TP. I don't have any escape of any sort. No verticality, no movement speed, nothing. I don't have jack shit. At least give me a wall that I can play around so I can kind of like get more weird kills or like survive for as long as possible. Like Jet, flash, dash out. Raze, satchel out. Phoenix, wall. Reyna, hopefully they peek you, get a kill, you just miss out. What duelist am I missing? Yoru, TP out. What Neon? Fucking wall and slide. I don't know. You have look at how many of these characters, like even Phoenix has like a somewhat of like an escape from like this bad spot where you're not trapped. And then am I missing another duelist? No. And then there's just fucking ISO. I'm sitting here, I fucking die. Same as Harbor Cascade. Yeah, it would be like a pseudo controller, duelist pseudo controller, which is something they don't have yet. But I think that would be a really good change. No, 2 walls, because already I would say this ability right here is a really strong ability. No, undercut. Sorry, undercut's a really strong ability. I think this is really strong, especially with 2 charges. Like used properly with like proper util combos, it's pretty scary. It could be pretty scary. The double tap, I mean, you get a shield and it blocks bullets. I think it still should be like relative to your head. So right now, like let's say this is ISO, right? Let's say this is ISO, and let's say this is ISO when ISO is crouching. The shield will always be like this, no matter what height you are at. So this is standing height and this is crouching height, but the shield does not transfer over. So in certain times, like certain angles, like let's say breeze, backside breeze, right here, and there's a safe angle that you can play if you're crouching right here. But if ISO has a shield up and you try crouching, I mean your hitbox is not going to change. So you're gonna see this wall, right? You're gonna see this wall like this. I'm trying to draw it. I'm not really an artist. So this is the wall, right? This is the backside wall, and then this is what you see. This is literally what you see, and then you just shoot. Place your crosshair right there, and you'll get a kill every time because he cannot do anything. If ISO swings this back sight area when ISO has a shield, he will die 100% guarantee, just because of the fact that this hitbox is not relative. Whereas if you were crouching and it stayed crouching, the wall is right here. The shield would go right here. Holy fuck! Now they can't see me while I'm crouching, and I don't just insta die. Clove's like a controller pseudo duelist. No, same thing. No. I mean, yeah, I would say because Clove is pseudo duelist controller, but there's a difference between like pseudo duelist controller versus pseudo controller duelist, if that makes sense. Like Clove at the end of the day still functions primarily as a smokes character, whereas ISO at the end of the day would still primarily function as a duelist. So that's like you have like a main role with a sub role. You lost me at crouch. Your shield will always be this height no matter what. If you're crouching, if you're standing still, your shield will always be this height. So no matter if your head is right at this spot crouching or at this spot standing, it will always be the same shield. So people will always see you like that. I try to explain it in a more like easy to digest way.